Hi guys, it's the Zach Lope, back with another episode of Last Word. I almost called this Sweet Lonely Dreams, I got into the habit. Alright, so, I don't have much else to do. I have talked to everyone but Miss Prattle about every topic I have. I can't do anything with these topics unless I talk to Miss Prattle, but I can't talk to Miss Prattle until I complete this part of the story. So, we're going into it. Are you here to weave more lies about my family? So, yeah, if you don't remember, basically her son ran off with the head of the Seymour family, which is Seymour's mother. And the Seymour house is now bankrupt. It was kind of an unrelated thing, but still, it didn't make it much better. So, she's not happy that I'm even insinuating it, even though it's the truth. So, unlock. You can't defend him forever. Enough of your insolence. Okay, so, I am now level 14. I must have leveled up against Sandoff. Nice! Alright, so now we're going to actually do this right. Start with a subtle. I find it's always best to start with a subtle. You don't get much pow out of it, but you get some distance. See, she's already spitting fire. She's not happy. So, that helps. Now, I can actually decide what to do based on what she's done. I need another circle, so, subtle. Let's break her composure. Worse off she is, the better off I am. Plus, I can heal myself while she can't. That's gonna be a problem. See, she fell on a reddish peg or something. It's not reddish! I swear to God, it's not reddish. How is it reddish? Oh, well. Okay, so I have some, POW. What do I need? She has I need a circle. I can't do that. I don't have that. So I'm going to go subtle again, because she's sticking with the stars, and if I can just keep breaking her down, I can start spitting at her and just, like, spitting hot fire, to be specific. That's like a phrase that's gonna become a recurring thing here, because that's what they do. So, she's a square. Now, okay, so I can do this one. Heals me, breaks her. That is amazing. That is why it's, in my opinion, the best ability in the game. I'm a little irritated, but it's fine. It's fine. All I have to do is keep dragging her down. So, let's do another disruptive, so I can get more POW. I need a square. Common. I'll get 1 point of movement and 20 POW out of it. I'll take it. And... okay. Not overly impressed, but hey. So now I need a circle. Oh man, I can't do that. Subtle. Good. Now she's over the edge. One more and she'll be beyond repair. But she is kind of pushing me a little bit and it's worrying me a tiny bit. I think I can take her. I think I can do this. I need a star. Good. Good. Okay, she just earned more POW. What? Holy. Okay, so apparently if she gets 100 POW and she keeps gaining POW past that, I move back a space. That may be a problem. But since she's beyond return, I can actually just start pushing her with subtle aggression. Because that only takes 10 tact, and it's only 2 spaces less than the overt. So it's actually much more worth it, because now she's gonna find she's in a position where she can't save herself. It doesn't even matter if my blood is boiling. I've won. And I win! See what I mean? See what I mean? Yeah, my diction was remarkable. Lovely. I get some experience. I got a bow. Nice. Now that you've stopped investing in your simple delusions, maybe we can work with each other.
No.
I suppose that's a possibility. I don't much care for you, but you're right. My son has disgraced the Prattle name. It's no use hiding it. Everyone knows. But very few people seem to realize that it's Professor Chatter's fault that he acted out his boyish daydreams. Yes, indeed. That's an angle my husband and I had never fully considered. It isn't my son's fault he toyed with romantic fantasies. Every young man does it. The blame should be firmly placed on someone else. No, it shouldn't. I mean, Whitty is only doing this to try and manipulate Prattle, because Prattle is not going to work with anyone otherwise. But no, your son did it! Everyone steps up to one's cliff edge or another when they're young, but few step off. A superior officer should have provided guidance away from that cliff. Instead, Chatters pushed, and your son fell, bringing down the Prattle name. Could it be that I was invited to this party to play the fool once again? Was taking my son from me not enough for Chet Chatters? It's possible. We're all currently trapped here by his mechanical manipulation. He could be capable of many devious and petty acts. I, for one, have had enough of this absurdity. I'm going to demand to see the professor immediately. It's not going to happen. Servant, I require your presence. I'm the only person here of that noble profession, so you must be referring to me. If you don't allow me to see the professor this very minute, I'm going to... To what exactly? You're going to get even more drunk on the great professor's fine wines? I barely had a few drinks. And yet I can practically smell your breath from across the table. Do us all a favor and enjoy the hospitality you have been shown. This little experiment won't last much longer, I assure you. How dare you walk away from me! What a curious situation.
Yeah.
Well, I've had it up to here with all of this. The professor will pay for spoiling the Prattle name and trapping me in this little charade. Let's see how well the professor's marvelous invention withstands an 11-year-aged bottle of watermelon port. Oh no. Oh, Miss Prattle, what in the world are you doing?
Yeah.
Something I should have done earlier this evening. The professor suggested we enjoy the wine, and I plan to do just that.
Hey.
You haven't thought this through.
Mr. McCall is absolutely correct. That's a priceless opal carling in your hand.
Good thing I checked it.
Surely you meant to grab the Ambleton.
Because I've been checking the wines. If I hadn't have checked that, might not be able to after this. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Dear heavens, that opal Karen barely had a chance to breathe.
This is truly a sad day for good port, Mr. Boasting.
That is an adequate assessment, Mr. McCall. Even as a former serviceman, I can hardly say I've seen something quite so ghastly.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have splendid news! According to my readouts, the mouth has been thoroughly soaked in liquid and glass. That's not the good news, though. The good news is that it still functions flawlessly. This is no small part due to my tedious preparations, of course. I am a certified genius. And although I'm literally quivering with anger, I have to appreciate the fact that my invention was put through the test of passion. You're a monster, Chatters. You meant nothing but a blight to my family. I realize that some of you might be saying that I am some kind of monster. To that I must reenact my scoff from earlier. Scoff! Now that my throat has been thoroughly cleared, I must make something even clearer. Extra clear. Clearer than my now scoffed throat. All of you should remain here until my research has been fully finished. Do any of you contest?
You can't expect us not to take issue with this.
I presume some of you have taken issue with this. Fair enough. And I must confess that none of you have any say in the matter. And that is that.
Oh, the blasted professor can't hear us, Mr. McCall. Your silver tongue is no use.
And I feel quite the fool for attempting to engage in his devilish discourse. Don't be hard on yourself, Mr. McCall. There's not much we can do in the face of this terrible power he has over us. Ah, yes, and before I forget, Miss Gorship, I require your presence in my study within the next 5 minutes. What? Me? Yes, you, Miss Gorship, although I'm only repeating myself out of childish joy at this point. The mouth is a rather fun contraption. I shall leave you to your evening. Please refrain from harming the mouth any more than you already have. A dirty scoundrel. I'm confused. Oh, we're about to meet Mr. Chatters. You summoned me? Well, someone who practically assaulted a servant trying to get in here earlier. You're awfully calm. Oh my god, I'm so glad that he at least looks like he could have that voice. Somewhat. Not much, but somewhat. I don't much like being persuaded into your study by that mouth. Excuse me if I'm a bit tired. You're a photographer, correct? I am. The head photographer at Messenbow. What does a bottling company need with a photographer? Everyone needs a photographer, Mr. Chatters. A picture is worth 1,000 words, and you know how important words can be. More than anyone, perhaps. The real question is, why did you invite me to this gathering without knowing my profession or place of work? That's not a matter of importance, yet. For now, we have business. Business? I have plenty more questions. Why have you called us here? Why us? How does the mouth work? Why can't we leave? There's an ancient story of a man who held the power of words in his hand, quite literally. The word was engraved on a stone. Hidden word. Okay, that's the hidden topic. When he spoke the word aloud, people would simply collapse. Furthermore, he was immune to all forms of discourse. No matter the outcome of a conversation, he would walk away unscathed, completely in control. You ignore my questions. You must let me finish, Miss Gossip. Even without my machine, I am much more skilled than you are. You stand no chance. He's probably level 100 or something. In the legends, it was thought that the stone held the power, and that the word activated that power. But I believe otherwise. I believe that word, written on any object, can be wielded as mightily as any sword. To hold it is to know it and to use it. Why would a renowned man of science invest in such a fairy tale? What good is magic to a professor? Magic has its place in the world. Magic is simply a term for science we do not yet understand. Miss Seymour was a strong woman. She had most of the other houses under her control. My inside sources say that she showed signs of having the word. No need to get into details, but everyone knows she was quite powerful. Invincible. That is, until I convinced Private Prattle to seduce her and leave the country. Oh, it was all for the word. Oh boy. If this word existed, she surely took it with her. Not necessarily. There's hardly reason to hold on to objects in the passions of a nighttime tryst. Once fully disrobed, Prattle convinced her to leave. Oh. That's why he bought the house. He wanted the word. The small details of that situation are hard to explain, but I assure you there's no chance she took the object with her. William made certain of it. William?
The remainder of the guests have calmed down for now, Professor. The mouth has upset them, but they show no signs of leaving.
Excellent work, William! I was just informing Miss Gorship about my master plan.
I hope you left some details to her vivid imagination.
Not many. I like to be fairly thorough when divulging secret conspiracies to semi-strange guests. So you used Miss Seymour's servant to ensure that she fled the estate without any of her personal belongings.
Little good it did. She apparently hid the woman away before attending to Private Prattle's private prattling.
And this is where you come in, Miss Gossip. You are a fresh set of eyes and ears. You are quite persuasive to boot.
Your powers of suggestion have pitted Miss Prattle against us. That's a new mess we need to clean.
More importantly, you get along with Seymour, heir to the Seymour house. He must have some information.
That's a tongue twister right there. There's a lot of wordplay in this game. I love it.
Why not question him yourself? Why not use the mouth? We will if we have to, but for now it's best not to apply too much pressure. And using the mouth would inform everyone of our plan. As stupid as this plan sounds, what makes you think I will go along with it? You refuse? I'm not daft. Of course I refuse. Allow me to persuade you then.
Level 40!
What just happened?
A genuine genius. Well-rounded intellect, genuine genius. Genuine genius increases the ability to think and act independently in discourse, making for a much harder opponent. What? What? Oh god, I can't win this. Do you see how I'm already on the lose peg? It takes him one shout to take me down. Oh. Let's get this over with. I'm sorry? Why are you playing with me? I've lost! There it is! Your mouth feels dry.
Turns out you're a much better listener than you thought, eh? Now here's the deal. You are going to wean as much information about the word as possible from young Master Seymour without letting on too much about our plan. Once you've discovered information we might find of use, you are to report to William.
Calling me sir is an option, but not a demand. I also prefer pet names like Your Highness and Mr. Superior. Go with whatever feels right.
Is this perfectly clear? I'll be done before you know it.
A fate worse than mild inconvenience. Oh. Way to bring back the old joke.
I don't need to know what to do to move. I've been playing this game for so long.
Ooh. Is that the word? Oh. Hello. Private Prattle and Professor Chattis were awfully close, they say. Before we went AWOL, he and the Professor mingled quite a bit.
Alright, so... that's... level 4 Private Prattle.
Huh. So now I have level 4 Private Prattle. Alright. Mr. Seymour on quite a few things, but my eyes have been going bad for years. Everyone is a blur, like a colored silhouette.
Yeah, it's kind of the same thing here now that you mention it.
But I do say, Mr. McCall is young yet. His eyes and mine are always as sharp as claws. Oh.
Yeah.
Alright. Oh, I can chat with you.
How's your evening coming along?
I'm doing well enough. How are you faring?
Yo.
I'm not sure how to explain it.
Wine tasting! I know wine tasting!
I enjoy drinking with Mr. Boasting, but I'm not comfortable doing so under these circumstances. Being forced to do something, even if I enjoy the activity in question, saps the joy out of it for me. I guess that's why I became a Boxster.
What do you mean?
Oh.
My sister and I are twins in a family of paper pushers. McCall House is all about the written word, dotting I's and crossing T's. I love administration, don't get me wrong, but it's hard to enjoy a profession you've been forced to practice, much like I said before.
So you both became boxers.
Oh.
She had the real passion for it. I picked up on it later. But as you know, we rose into the ranks, and it was nice doing something without fate. When I shattered my hand, my whole life sort of returned to the way it was destined. I work in a courthouse doing paperwork, like expected. I went from being a star in the ring to being a typical McCall. What about your sister? If you keep up on the sport, you'll see that she's still doing wonderfully. Amazing woman she is. She's living life for me right now.
I leveled up. Oh no, I got experience. I got experience because I talked to him about something that needed to be unlocked. Alright, I will see you guys next time. Bye!